live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
Howdy.
Welcome back.
Insanity Check. I am Skillet Sauce. That's Ken. And you can check us out on YouTube at Insanity Check Radio. Twitter at Insanity Check 12. And Facebook, Insanity Check. Check us out.
I want to touch on this really quick because we had this for last week, but we had a truncated show last week.
Oh, yeah. I had a really good debate about this as well, too.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah.
Well, we were about to discuss last week. I was actually watching this on the internet. Washington, the state of Washington, lifted the ban on recreational use of marijuana and gay marriages. So at midnight, 6 days ago, I guess it was December 1st, you are allowed to have, I believe, an ounce of marijuana. Yeah, it was December. Oh, it was December 6th.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. An ounce of marijuana you can carry around with you or be blazing it up. Although I think you still can't do it in public, but if you're
actually, I understood there was a sports bar that allowed you to have like a section in there to where you can smoke trees because they've been following up on.
But I guess out in the streets you can't be blazing up. But of course, they were saying that one of the problems with this is that you still can't buy marijuana.
What?
Yeah, you still can't grow marijuana.
So how are you supposed to get? That's stupid.
Exactly. That's what they were saying. They were like, so this is kind of confusing because it was some news program.
That's very stupid. What the fuck are you talking about?
And of course, the feds catch you. You're still done. This is just for the state. The state legislature said that this is okay for you to use it. You still can't buy it. You still can't grow it. But if somehow you stumble upon it, you're good to go.
Yeah, you're just going to be sacks of bud just on the local mailbox as you walk down the street. Oh, come on, man. Are you serious?
Yeah. They said they're going to, someone has to try and figure out what the hell.
Yeah, because how are they going to say, how did you get it? So in other words...
Well, you could just say you found it. They can't.
Are you serious?
But
And that's what you would have to say. You would have to basically lie and go, I found it.
Yeah. And, I guess, again, since it's legal, I mean, what would be the person to persecute you?
Where did you get it from? Simply, where did you get that from? Okay, it's legal for you to have it, but it's not legal for you to be able to acquire it. So how did you get it?
I found it, pigs.
Yeah, that shit is. That shit is stupid, man.
And on the same day, as I just briefly mentioned, gay marriage. I would never. These are the gays. Look at these cats.
This dude looks like Tank Abbott.
Yeah.
No, he really looks like Tank Abbott.
I mean, I'm obviously stereotyping that every gay man is supposed to be, looks like our engineer Beats, bedazzled and twinkling and all the rest of that shit. But yeah,
you didn't hear what he said, did you?
Don't say that. Get out of here.
Oh man, that's messed up.
These cats don't look gay at all.
Yeah, what is looking?
The stereotype. I just said the
stereotype of looking
bedazzled, greased up lips. All that shit.
What a gray hoodie?
Huh? A gray hoodie
with orange like pull strings.
Yeah.
Glasses, low haircut.
And this is what gays are supposed to sound like. But like this picture here with this old lesbian couple, this actually makes me feel good because these people look genuinely euphorically happy. I mean, they look completely happy that they were finally able to do this. I mean, obviously these chicks have been muff rubbing for pretty much, I guess, most of their lives and shit.
They probably chafed as fuck, but
yeah.
Hey, but they look happy, man. I mean, they look happy, and if you find your soulmate, they look. Look, the conversation that I had wasn't even about. It was about the marijuana part. A person was like, "Oh, why should that be a big thing? Destroying your brain cells or whatever it was, and celebrating, the fact that somebody can actually smoke, what is, mild narcotic or whatever it is." I said, listen, my whole thing is...
I'm sorry, time out. Is this the same person?
No. Okay. Christ, no. Because this was much too coherent. My thing, and I just came into defense, like, I'm not an advocate for any of this stuff. That's my own personal preference. But if the country can allow us to smoke cigarettes, which there's been studies shown will kill your ass, can contribute
it's on the actual pack of cigarettes, by the way.
directly contribute to your death. Okay, the reason there's an Alcoholic Anonymous and people, there was a situation just this past week where alcohol caused a Dallas Cowboy to lose control of his vehicle, killing his teammate, killing his teammate. And there's a guy, I believe, that's on. The guy that was on, I think he's in Seattle now. He was in Miami. He was a dude that killed somebody. Remember the dude with the black dude with the dreads?
Right.
Another vehicular homicide due to alcohol. So I'm like, if those two things can be legal, why not let weed be legal? That was just my only thing. You have things that we absolutely know will destroy your ass and can destroy you.
Certain.
Absolutely. And so if these people want to smoke bud, which is obviously, I've heard it said it dries out your brain and stuff like that, but whatever. Why should it not be legal too? It's not like we're talking about them bath salts or something like that, so
and not to mention, as in our previous show where we showed prescription over-the-counter drugs.
Oh, yeah.
How many people are getting killed
fucking with
on
that stuff.
Annual basis. They said it's killing more people than the crack epidemic of the 80s.
Yeah.
Prescription, over-the-counter drugs.
So
that's perfectly legal.
I thought, this should, I was very happy. I was like, about time. So now, because it's fun, these guys had to feel like, they had to go skulking around corners just to smoke basically a marijuana cigarette. They got to go skulking and hiding and stuff. When you could be outside smoking, you could literally smoke 50 cigarettes a minute if you were stupid enough to try such a thing with no repercussions from the law.
Yeah, you actually get breaks from your job to go smoke cigarettes.
There's actual zones in places to smoke cigarettes. There's zones in the airport to smoke cigarettes. So I mean, look. So I just thought it was kind of good, equality for the stoners out there, the people that want to do this kind of stuff. I was like, fine, let them. I said I don't do it. I've never done it a day in my life. But whatever. I think it should be. I was happy. I was happy about the whole story.
Yeah. And in addition to that, so these two states, it's Washington. Is it Colorado? I think it's Colorado. There's two states that now you're allowed to smoke marijuana recreationally, but they join. I think it's 18 other states where you're allowed to purchase marijuana for medicinal purposes. And another side story to this whole thing was this man who actually I don't think the kid smokes it, but a 6-year-old kid has some shit where he has like violent seizures, and the father gives him weed.
Oh, does he blow it in his face, or does
either he does that, or he puts it in a tea or something like that.
Yeah.
He said they had fucking tons of over-the-counter drugs which weren't working worth the damn, and now he starts using the weed, and kid calms down in a couple of minutes.
Well, we have a mutual friend that was prescribed medical marijuana because of a terribly painful situation. That had to do with his abdominal, something like his intestinal, whatever. Something was really messed up. He was like in some serious pain, and he was prescribed, and he said it worked. He said it honestly did work, and I've known the guy my whole life, and growing up, he was never one of those guys that burned. Through college, I've known the dude my whole life, but he started doing it when he was ill, and when he was no longer ill, he stopped doing it. Simple.
Seems pretty simple.
Simple.
So. You understand?
Let's see. I saw this and I was like, I really didn't even. I mean, did you look at this video?
No, I didn't look at the video.
I didn't even look at the video. Cause I was like, the second I forwarded it, I was like, this is fucking stupid. First of all, I'm not saying it's stupid. I just can't believe that people actually still resort to this. I cannot believe people still resort to this particular thing. So if you want to run with it, we can run with it. But I mean, I guess we could attach the video, or whatever.
Yeah.
But okay, so you can lead off this foolishness.
Well, women still get raped. We know women get raped. As the Bible commands. On a regular basis, and apparently date rape, even though it's not in the news anymore, it's still happening. So. And I guess the date rape drugs are still out there.
Yeah, apparently so.
This says every year an estimated 1 million people are date raped, and many of them are victims of the date rape drugs, potent mixtures that disrupt the central nervous system. These drugs are often slipped into alcoholic beverages, can cause drowsiness, amnesia, and blackouts, and they're incredibly difficult to detect. But a startup company
Drink Savvy.
Drink Savvy is creating a drinkware that changes color when the date rape drug is present, going from clear to red. So basically, you know, if someone slips you a Mickey or a roofie or whatever these things are called these days, your clear glass will turn red, and then you have the option to break it across his eyes and blind him.
I mean, you got to basically walk with your own like glass. You got to walk with your own cup, you know. And God forbid somebody, you know, comes up with counterfeit Drink Savvy joints.
Yeah.
You know? So I was like, I mean, I understand what they're doing, but I mean, first of all, if I'm already an inebriate, you know, I might put my cup down. Who's the fuck is going to walk around with their own cup through an entire
But see, what I read this, I was assuming that it would be sold to establishments.
Oh, okay. Now, but no. See, the reason I don't think that makes much. Nah, it can't make much sense because it's. There's been. I remember at least hearing a lot about when the date rape shit seems to be going on big time back in the late '90s and during the '90s, and a lot of them was like during like house parties and college campus parties and stuff like that. So you know, it's one thing to have those kind of things inside of an establishment, but what about those kind of parties where you have a bunch of teens or early, young adults drinking in some kind of home environment or collegiate environment? I mean, you're going to really walk around with your own glass?
Well, I mean, maybe not, but I mean, I guess you can help who you can help. I mean,
and then how you going to play beer pong and all this shit? No, I got to substitute with my glass?
Like I said, you help who you can help. I mean,
yeah, I guess if it helps even one person, and help prosecute one degenerate, it'll be good. But I just think there's a lot that can go wrong with it. I mean, basically, essentially, people should not resort to this kind of stuff. If you have to fuck a vomiting corpse and shit just to get some pussy, there's a problem. I mean, it's really
and we know people have lots of fucking problems.
Because I'm looking at the state. I mean, you listen to this. I mean, drowsiness, amnesia, and blacking out. Why would you want to fuck a woman in that condition?
Sometimes it's like you don't even live on this planet.
No, I know. No. I'm saying, I'm thinking. I mean, clearly these dudes just want to use the woman as a masturbatory tool. I understand that, but I mean, they must really be just. I mean,
yes, they're just whatever you're about to say, whatever options are swirling through your mind that what these guys just might be. They are that.
Damn,
they're reprehensible.
I mean,
scum.
busting a nut is that. I mean, to me, that's ridiculous. Go work it out yourself. But this is ridiculous. Flopping around with a fucking dead weight woman who was vomit streaming down her fucking chest.
As opposed to normal rape, where you're fighting with a screaming victim and shit who's trying to gouge your eyes out.
You have like a fucking blade under her throat,
but,
a bear sprayer.
But just think about it. You're actually hard while you're wrestling with a woman.
Yeah, I mean, those motherfuckers are terrorists and they're monsters. I mean, that's a whole. I mean, we're talking about different degrees of degenerate and reprobates. Different degrees, but to me, I mean, I never could understand that whole thing because to me, part of the rush is that the person actually wants your advances. The person actually responds to you.
If you're relatively normal.
Clearly, these people are just disgusting.
I mean, you understand these date rapists, right, Beats? Yeah. Okay.
He uses an old-fashioned Acme mallet that slaps him between the shoulder blades real hard.
While Beats ponders his answers, we'll take a break and we'll be right back in a couple of minutes.
That's terrible, man.